Today's lesson will be all about musical maths, and I will talk about the notes and the rest, their names and their beats. So listen carefully. Let us start. There are two names of the notes that you can see or rest as well. There is an American name and a British name. The American name of this note and this rest, as you can see in front of you, is called whole. So you say whole note, and then you can say whole rest. Look at this carefully, okay? And there is another name, the British name, which is called the SEMIBREVE. So in British, they call it SEMIBREVE note and SEMIBREVE rest. And this note, it has 4 beats. Every time you see this note or this rest, you count 4 beats, or your rest for 4 beats. Is that understood? So you call this whole note, whole rest, SEMIBREVE note, SEMIBREVE rest. Moving on. The second note that you can see in front of you has 2 names, as I've said a while ago. In American, its American name is called half note and half rest. In British, they call it minim. Minim note and minim rest. And it has 2 beats. So when you see this note, you either count 2 beats or your rest for 2 beats. So remember this one. This is called half note, half rest in American. And in British, they call it minim note and minim rest. Did you get it? Moving on. This one, they call this one the quarter note in the American. American name is quarter note. This one, look at that, it's a black note. And it's called also quarter rest. And in British, they called it the crotchet note and the crotchet rest, which has 1 beat. So you play this note for 1 beat or your rest for 1 beat as well. So remember this. Moving on. We have the American name for this note. It's called eighth. Remember the spelling? E-I-G-H-T-H. Eighth. Okay? Eighth note and eighth rest. Look at it carefully. Next, they call it in British quaver. So you call it quaver note and quaver rest, which has 1/2 beat. So you play this note half beat. Did you get it? So moving on. In the American, they call this one the 16th note and the 16th rest. Look how the note looks like and the rest looks like, okay? And then in the British, they call it semi-quaver note and semi-quaver rest. And this note got 1/4 beat. 1/4 beat. Did you get it? So moving on. I've added a dotted note here. Dotted half in American, dotted half note. It's a note with a dot on the side, and also it has a rest, dotted rest with a dot on the side. Why this one has 3 beats? Because we have studied that the half note has 2 beats, but if you add a rest, the value of the rest is 1/2 of this note. So it is like 2, which is the value of a half note, plus 1, the value of the dot. Half of 2 is 1, right? So 2 plus 1 equals 3 beats. So whenever you see this note, you have to play this one for 3 beats, or you have to rest for 3 beats as well. And in the British, they call it dotted minim. So you call this dotted minim note, dotted minim rest. You understand? Next, moving on. We have another one here. I put another dotted note here, but this one is a dotted quarter note and a dotted quarter rest. See, a quarter note has one beat, right? And the value of the dot is 1/2 of the note. So it is 1.5 beat. 1 plus 1/2 equals 1.5 beat. Same with the rest. You rest for 1.5 beat. So we will read them in their names. American name, they call it dotted quarter note, dotted quarter rest. In the British, they call it dotted crotchet note, dotted crotchet rest, which has a value of 1.5 beat. Understand? So, this is to quiz you up on whether you can remember the beats of the notes that I will flash on the screen. Okay? So, over here we have for the whole note or semi-breve note or rest, the question is, how many beats does this note and rest have? How many beats? I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer. What's your answer? The answer is, I will reveal the answer now. The answer is 4 beats. So remember the beats. A whole note or a semi-breve note or rest has 4 beats. Next. So for the dotted half or dotted minim note and rest, how many beats does this note or rest have? I'll be giving you 5 seconds to give your answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer. The answer is 3 beats. 3 beats for the dotted half or dotted minim note or rest. Next, the half note or the half rest, minim note or minim rest, how many beats does this note and rest have? I'll be giving you 5 seconds to give your answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer reveal. The answer is 2 beats. 2 beats. Half note and minim note, half rest and minim rest got 2 beats. Please take note of that. Next, for the dotted quarter note and rest or the dotted crotchet note and rest, how many beat does this note and rest have? How many? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer. The answer is 1.5 beat. 1.5 beat. I hope you get the right answer. Next. How about the quarter note, quarter rest, or the crotchet note and crotchet rest? How many beats does this note have? 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer. The answer is 1 beat. A quarter note and a quarter rest and a crotchet note and a crotchet rest got 1 beat. Next, we have the eighth or quaver note or rest. How many beats does this note and rest have? How many? 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer. The answer is 1/2 beat. 1/2 beat. Next, how many beats does a 16th or semi-quaver note or rest have? How many? I'm giving you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer. The answer is 1/4 beat. 1/4 beat. After reviewing the value of the notes and the rest, let us now solve the value of the given notes and rest that is being added or subtracted. Okay, you know how to. I will be showing you musical maths here. Are you ready? So, we will solve the following. This one here, what note is this? A half note, right? A half note minus a quarter rest plus a whole note plus a half note is equals to, okay, let's verbalize it. 2 minus 1 plus 4 plus 2 is equals to, okay, there we go. 2 minus 1 plus 4 plus 2 is equals to, 2 minus 1 is equals to 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 2 is equals to, what's your answer? The answer is 7. 7. Quarter rest plus half note minus half rest plus whole note. Okay, let's see the value of those. 1 plus 2 minus 2 plus 4 is equals to how many? What's your answer? The answer is 5. 5. Okay, over here, a whole rest plus a whole note plus quarter note minus a quarter note is equals to, let's see the value of those notes. 4 plus 4 plus 1 minus 1 is equals to, what's your answer? The answer to this is 8. 8. So the next slide will be like, it has 5 questions and you're going to answer them. And just send your answer to me in my, or write your answer in a paper, send a picture and send it to me. So that I will know if you really did answer the questions. So are you ready? Here is your question. So you have to solve the following by yourself. I will not be helping you out. So make sure that when you answer this, you have to write the value of the notes as well, or rest. Okay, like what I did here. You have to do like this as well. Okay. So moving back. So this is example. You have to write 3 plus 2 minus 2 is equals to. Okay, you have to write the number here and the answer as well. So you have to work on answering 2, 3, 4, and 5 questions. You can pause this video if it takes you all a lot of time to solve this, and don't forget to submit your answer. So that ends our lesson for our lecturer, Teacher IELTS, producer, Teacher June. Until we see each other again on our next video, bye for now.